Today, me and my friends have created a real-life Jurassic Park where we have made our very own dinosaurs that we've added to this insane build. We've got everything from stegosauruses to raptors and even brand new babies like Bubba here. Hey, Bubba, isn't that right? All thanks to Andreas Iskander's dinosaur DNA that he gave us in the last video. We have been able to replicate dinosaurs on a scale we have never seen before and create a massive Jurassic Park box for it. But Bubba, since you've already grown up enough, it's time for me to put you into the wild. You'll get to enjoy yourself in our massive park. This place is absolutely huge, and our entire backyard is home to tons of different dinosaurs. Oh, no, Bubba, no, you need to go now, not eat the grass. He's a herbivore. Now you just go on in, find yourself at home.
Guys, this is a 3-day-old velociraptor. Isn't he the cutest thing you've ever seen? I mean, his teeth are really big, but I also haven't named him yet. Guys, what should we name him? Leave it in the comments down below. I'm thinking something cute, like Sparkles. He is getting pretty big though, and I think he might be ready to go out into the wild really soon. He can join up with Bubba. Phil, are you watching Jake? He's out in the wild and no one's watching the surveillance cameras.
Yes, Jess, I am watching the security cameras. Jake is completely fine.
Wouldn't want a full-size raptor sneaking up on him. This is just a baby, and look at the size of him.
Zone 3 clear, zone 1 clear, zone 2 clear. They're all clear. He's just with Bubba right now. I think he's putting him back into the wild.
Okay, good, because we do not need any problems. Nothing can go wrong today.
No, nothing is gonna go wrong. Nobody's gonna get bit. It's gonna be perfect.
As cool as this Jurassic Park is, and as awesome as the box fort is that we've built, it is missing something that I have wanted my entire life. This park is missing the one dinosaur we all know and love most. The T-Rex, aka the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And I know exactly how I'm gonna make my very own T-Rex to add to my Jurassic Park. I've been working on a dig site and I was able to find some bones that I believe belong to an ancient Tyrannosaurus Rex. If I can extract the DNA from those bones, I'll be able to make my own T-Rex. It'll be so large. Well, I mean, at first it'll be a baby, but when it grows up, it can be bigger than the tree. It'll be the biggest attraction to this fort. And then we can start selling tickets, and that is how you make the big bucks.
But have we told Jake that we're not comfortable with him creating a T-Rex yet?
I figured he would just assume we're not comfortable with him making a T-Rex. Who would give him that idea?
And then make it anyways like he always does?
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to playing Minecraft.
No, Phil, you're supposed to be on security cameras. I know.
This is insane. How does Jake know this is a T-Rex bone, though?
I'll be looking down here at the dino dig site.
Look what I found in Jurassic World.
That is massive.
Yeah.
T-Rex bone, Bigsy. We've been mostly finding herbivores in our backyard, but if we can find a true T-Rex bone, that means I could make a T-Rex. I could create my very own T-Rex from scratch!
Don't you think it's a little dangerous that we're all out here in Jurassic World with nothing? Just a brush?
That's why we got Phil on the radio. Right, Phil? You still watching those cameras?
Yeah, Jake, I got eyes on you. That does look like a really big bone, though.
Plus, the only dangerous dinosaurs we have are velociraptors, and they like to tend to stay to the forest. Most of the dinosaurs around this part are herbivores. Well, other than the Megalodon, but just don't go swimming. If this is truly a T-Rex bone, then we're gonna have the very first T-Rex in our park. Everyone will want to come to Papa Jake's Jurassic World to see the T-Rex. Only problem is I'm gonna need to get DNA off this thing. And it does look quite old. It's close enough to the bone that it might be related, and it looks a little bit fresher. Maybe this will have the T-Rex DNA I need. This is definitely dinosaur bone fragment. Very careful here. Discoloration. Wait. No. Bone marrow. That's where I can get the DNA from, right here. This bone still has prehistoric bone marrow inside of it. We can definitely use that. And if this is in fact the T-Rex bone, then I can create a T-Rex from scratch inside of our incubator.
What is this? Ew, it's on my hand.
Bigsy?
Jake.
It's official. I believe that we have in fact found a T-Rex bone with enough DNA inside of it to recreate a T-Rex. Oh,
And I found some.
I've been starving.
Yeah, chocolate bar. I don't. Jake?
What? What are you doing with your hands?
Smell my hands. Smell my hands.
A little bit of sweet, a little bit of tangy.
No,
smells like prehistoric poop.
Yeah, and that's what you just ate. You just ate poop, not a chocolate bar, Jake. I think you might have just ate T-Rex poop. Prehistoric T-Rex poop.
I just ate prehistoric T-Rex poop. I think we need to get back to the lab.
Yeah.
Bring that bone, though. The little one, not the big one. I gotta go.
Why does he just eat stuff all the time?
Oh, that was disgusting. I don't feel so good.
Why'd you eat poo? It was not brownies. There's no brownies in Jurassic Park.
Did you just say he ate poo again?
Prehistoric poo to be exact. But yes, nonetheless, I ate some poo and oh, my stomach doesn't feel too good.
Okay, I'm gonna figure this out. Just let me put away little Lily. We'll get to the bottom of this. I named her. I'll make sure to bring you nice treats. Jake, so tell me what happened.
Well, me and Biggs were sort of excavating that area where I found the dinosaur bones, and there was this, well, fossil, and I thought that it might have been a fossilized chocolate bar. It turned out it was fossilized poop.
Jake, why would it have been a fossilized chocolate bar? Did they even have chocolate when there was dinosaurs?
No, but you know, Vikings, I think, invented chocolate. That's probably not accurate.
Wait a minute. I'll be able to tell if Jake ate poo. I just need to rewind the cameras in zone 3. Oh, yep. Jakey boy is definitely eating dinosaur poo.
Yeah, Phil, I think we already figured that out. Okay, I messed up. It wasn't prehistoric chocolate. It was prehistoric dinosaur poo.
And so maybe we'll finally learn not to eat the random things we find when we're doing expeditions and adventures, Jake.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
Yeah, if it's anything like siren head slime, your stomach is gonna inflate and then you're gonna throw up everywhere.
No, you know, I really don't want that to happen, and I really hope it is not like siren head slime. Look, I was so close. The bones that we found, I'm pretty sure they're T-Rex bones.
How can you be sure? You thought the prehistoric poo was chocolate.
Okay, I might have messed up on the poo, Jess, but I still was able to bring dinosaurs back to life using a mosquito. Thinking of mosquitoes is making me feel a little some way.
What, did you eat mosquito?
Oh, that's disgusting.
I think he got it on my socks.
Also, Jake, me and Jess were talking. We actually think it's a bad idea that you bring the T-Rex into the park. We've already got so many other dinosaurs like raptors, herbivores, carnivores. We don't need a T-Rex.
No, definitely not a T-Rex. We've all seen Jurassic Park, and
Let
we
me
know
tell
what
you.
happens with a T-Rex.
Okay, a T-Rex is the single most important dinosaur. What? I got something on my face? Ew! It tastes like dino slime! Okay, I really need to find out if there's a cure for this. My stomach feels like it's turning upside down. Wait, if I can get a sample of whatever I ate, then I can give it to Jarvis. He can let me know if there's a cure. And since it's dinosaur poo, I highly doubt that there's any chance I turn into a dinosaur. I mean, it's not exactly like it's a monster. Dinosaurs are not monsters. I mean, have you seen Bubba? He wouldn't hurt a fly.
This is exactly why I told you we shouldn't have opened Jurassic World.
Now, let me just take the sample and ask Jarvis if he can do an analysis of it. Biggs, where did you put the sample?
When we were running away, I kind of stepped on the poop, so the sample's on my hand.
Oh, I need to go.
Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, it still smells! Even though it's 4,000 years old. Ugh. Okay, you know what? It's fine. Just stay right there. Let me get a sampler.
He still had poo-poo on his hand.
Yeah, okay, I'm dealing with that. Look, I'm gonna add the poop to my sampler cup. This uses a special serum that will make sure that this stays completely intact.
Couldn't Biggs have just put that in there? He was just holding it.
He might have contaminated it with his breath.
But he was already holding it.
It's science, Jess. You always have to use tongs to put them in the beaker.
Even barbecue tongs?
So yes, Jake has already thrown up, and yes, Biggs has dinosaur poo all over his hands, but at least nobody's been bit. So you know what? I'd say today's still going pretty good.
Phil, quiet! Ah! Look at it! The prehistoric poop is being perfectly preserved.
Why is it growing things?
I don't know. Maybe I could use this to hatch a T-Rex. Then I wouldn't need to excavate all the bones.
Looks like a worm.
Yeah, it is kind of gross.
Why don't we get it into Jarvis and see if he has a cure?
Right, probably should do that next. Uploading the data panel, activating it, and Jarvis, what do you see?
I'm detecting a whole lot of poop.
I need a cure. Unfortunately, I ate the poop.
This is poop from a T-Rex, which means that eating it will have you laying a full T-Rex egg.
Well, what do you mean hatching a T-Rex egg? I ate some poop. I don't think that's how that works.
Jarvis was saying you ate the poo and now you're gonna poo out an egg.
The data is clear. You will hatch an egg. Goodbye.
Where's he going? What's he doing? Is he going for a snack? I didn't think Jarvis could do that.
I don't know what AIs do when you're not talking to them. I guess they just wait for you to talk to them again? I didn't give him that ability. Hey! Guys, Jarvis is never wrong about these things. If he says I'm gonna lay an egg, then I'm gonna lay an egg. That means whatever's inside me isn't just slime. There's a baby T-Rex growing inside of me.
Jake, that means your belly's gonna grow.
Again? Oh no.
Wait a minute, Jake, this is kind of perfect. You wanted a T-Rex for the park.
This could be the T-Rex.
After you hatch the egg, we'll have a baby T-Rex.
Wait, Phil, you're totally right. I'm gonna be a father to a T-Rex.
Actually, come to think about it, I didn't want to add a T-Rex to the park, so this actually isn't good.
And then I don't have to go through the entire process of making one. I'll just birth the egg myself. And plus, we already have the incubation chamber we've been using on all the other dinosaurs. It'll speed up the process. I'll be pooping out a baby dinosaur in no time.
Well, this is not a good idea, Jake.
Thank you, Biggs. Finally, someone's on my side.
How are we supposed to train a T-Rex?
I don't know how we're gonna train it, Big. See, that I haven't thought that far. The main thing is that we get a T-Rex because you know what they say. If you have a T-Rex in your Jurassic Park, they will come.
Jake, they're not just gonna sit with a treat. Like, sit.
Guys, my stomach's growing. I think T-Rex eggs might be a little bit bigger than we thought. This is massive.
Jake, everyone literally thought it was going to be massive. It's a T-Rex.
One of the biggest dinosaurs in all of Dinosaur Kingdom?
Is it the biggest dinosaur in there?
I don't actually know if it's the biggest dinosaur, but it's definitely one of the most scariest.
The Megalodon is definitely bigger.
The Megalodon lives in the ocean.
I need to get into the incubation chamber, and I need to get there fast. We need to hatch this egg and get it out of me.
Do you know how to work the incubation chamber? Because I do not.
No, I do not.
Okay, I mean, how hard could it be? There's a couple buttons here. We just need to wait for Jake to get inside and start pressing them. And I think we start with the big red button.
No, it says emergency.
Phil, we need to get this thing out of me like yesterday. If the incubation chamber works like it has been for all our other dinosaurs, then it should speed up this process. Jess, press the red one and Phil switch the lever.
Are you ready?
No!
Okay.
What?
Lever being pulled.
Something's happening! No. Something's happening! Oh, my stomach! Oh! I think I just hatched an egg!
Where's the egg?
Guys, I think I've become a father. I'm a real Papa Jake now.
Oh my goodness, Jake, that is a real T-Rex egg.
Okay, I have seen a lot of crazy things. I've seen Jake been bit by venom. I've seen Jake turn into a werewolf. I have never seen Jake hatch a dinosaur egg.
Guys, check it out! My very own T-Rex egg! I'm officially a T-Rex dad! Now all we have to do is wait for the T-Rex to hatch, and then I'll have a very own T-Rex! Not only that, but then it'll be able to grow up in a park, and we'll have more T-Rexes. This is amazing!
I'm gonna be an uncle! Uncle Bigsy. Yeah.
Did anyone forget that T-Rexes are really dangerous, and why would we want one, let alone 20?
Guys, the egg's starting to move. It looks like the incubation chamber might have sped up all the processes, including the hatching of this egg. We should get it down.
Do we need to build a cage for this T-Rex? Like, what if it goes crazy?
It's your daddy, Papa J. Yeah, that's right. I'm here to hatch you, and you're gonna be the biggest attraction in my brand new Jurassic World. Not only that, but you're also gonna be the reason we make tons of money. Everyone's gonna come to see you. Just remember, it's just a baby. Everything's gonna be fine. It's just like all the other dinosaurs we've hatched. Yes, when it grows up, it's really mean and scary, but right now it's just a tiny little baby. Isn't that right, buddy?
No, Jake, it's not like every other dinosaur. It's a T-Rex!
Jess. Oh, it's alive. Jake, come on, buddy. You can do it. Break out of the egg.
Oh, no, maybe we leave him in the egg.
Jess, this is the best thing ever. Come on, buddy. Get out of there. Let's go.
Stay in there, and we'll make a nice breakfast. Scrambled eggs.
We're actually doing it. I can't believe we're actually doing it. We're actually making our own T-Rex.
The T-Rex is hatching, Jake.
We should get some steak ready. It's gonna be hungry.
Jake,
Jess, I'm gonna name him Chompy. That's his name.
That's a terrible name.
Come on, Chompy. You can do it.
Jake.
Bigsy, get the steaks ready.
Jake, its eyes are glowing.
Chompy wants to meet his Uncle Bigsy.
No, he wants to eat his Uncle Bigsy.
Oh, Chompy would never do that. Okay, buddy, come on. Yeah. Welcome to Jurassic World, your brand new home. Hey, that's right, buddy. Ow! Oh, wow.
I told you.
Teeth are really sharp.
He wants to eat us.
doesn't wanna
We
eat us,
need to get
Jess.
rid of him right now, Jake.
Now we just put him in the park and he'll grow up to be the biggest T-Rex ever. Isn't that right, Chompy?
No, I hope he stays just that size and we can keep it in a little box and then send it away.
Actually, Jake, Jess is correct. This T-Rex will not grow up to be big. In fact, it will stay this size because you're not a real T-Rex mama.
Whoa. First of all, I'm the dinosaur dad. And second of all, what do you mean it won't grow?
It is missing 3 key ingredients to become large. 3 ingredients that it cannot get.
Jarvis knows everything. You said it yourself. Listen to Jarvis. He stays tiny, and then we'll put him in the box and ship him away.
We're not shipping him away, Jess.
Yeah, we are.
We have to grow him to full size. Is there any way to grow him to full size, Jarvis?
No, Jarvis, don't listen to him.
No, listen to me, Jarvis. I'm your creator. I'm literally your creator. Do not listen to Jess.
Well, if you're looking to have your T-Rex grow to its full potential, you will need a raptor tooth found in the mouth of a raptor, snot from a herbivore dinosaur, scale from a Spinosaurus.
Nope, grab an Amazon box, call the postman, we're sending him away.
We're gonna do all of it.
You're gonna do all of it.
Yeah, you are.
We're gonna do all of it because Chompy is gonna grow up to be the biggest T-Rex the world has ever seen.
Whoa, 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 Jake. Speaking of raptors, I just picked one up on the security camera. He's in the back west woods. That's where you could get the tooth from.
No, Phil, you're supposed to be on my side.
This is perfect. Jess, you're with me. Phil, you're with me. Bigsy, you're on the cameras.
Don't worry, if there's any other T-Rexes or anything out there, like big dinosaurs that are super scary, I will let you know to run.
All right, Jake, we've made it to the west woods.
Yeah, and just remember, Phil, raptors can see you before you see them.
Jess, we're supposed to be quiet.
I'm trying to be quiet.
Yeah.
It's scary. There's a bunch of stuff in the grass.
Okay, well, raptors have really good eyesight, really good smell, and they can hear from miles away. So they're actually like the greatest predator on Earth, which means
we should be going home.
no, which means we need to find one of its teeth. I'm hoping that if we can find out where they're hanging, maybe one of them lost their tooth.
Jake, do raptors hunt in packs?
Actually, now that you say that, yeah, they do. They hunt in packs like wolves.
So we're not only hunting a raptor, we're outnumbered by raptors.
Yeah, but the good thing is you won't see them. They're great at hiding.
Well, the good thing is we're gonna go home now.
Jess, we're not going home. We need this ingredient so my baby boy, Chomper, can grow to the biggest T-Rex you ever seen.
Jake, we've officially made it to the end of the trail, and I am not going in those woods.
So there's definitely a raptor in here, okay? Big said there was. Be on the lookout.
No, guys, there's so many bugs. The ground is moving.
It is prehistoric forest now. Look, we just need to find a tooth. Maybe one's been gnawing at a tree or something.
All right, fine, follow me.
Can I just stay here?
No, come on, Jess.
Jake, this wouldn't happen to be raptor scratch marks, would it?
Oh, it would. This is awesome. It means we're in the right spot. If I was a raptor, they'd be feeding. We got turkeys in these woods.
What is that gonna do?
My turkey call.
Yeah, but then the raptors are gonna come to us, Jake.
Yeah, that's the point, Phil. How are we gonna get a raptor tooth if they don't come to us? Actually, Jess has a great turkey call. Come on, Jess, do it.
No, don't do it. Jess, do not do it. You're gonna call. Great.
It's like there's a turkey right here.
Got binoculars.
Must have left that from last time we were out here.
Probably broken.
Oh, maybe they were.
What?
Hey, everyone, just calm down.
What do we do, Jake?
It's okay. I've got an idea. We run to the tree behind me. 1, 2, 3, run!
There's like 4 trees behind you.
Phil, where are you? Phil, do you come in? Maybe the raptor ate Phil. Oh, this is all my fault. Phil's being eaten by a raptor, and it's because of me.
I could have told you that.
Okay, we just gotta think about this through, okay? We just need to get his tooth and we can get out of here. And also, maybe that might be the way we get out of here because once he loses his tooth, he's probably not gonna be feeling too much like eating.
Jake.
I think I hear something.
Yeah, me too, but this tree's not very big. I think he'll probably be able to see us.
Jess, I have an idea. Find a stick, preferably a large one.
Did I get him?
You did it! Look, you knocked his tooth out! Whoa, a real-life raptor tooth. That is really, really sharp. I would definitely not want to be eaten by one of those.
Okay, that actually is pretty cool, but can we please get out of the woods now?
Yeah, we can. It doesn't smell like Cheetos or Doritos.
Jake,
which means
the raptor
Phil's
just ran by me. We need to leave now.
Phil's alive! Come on!
Yep, Jake, never again. I am the security guard of this box fort. I am not going out into the park.
Okay, I mean, it could have been a lot worse. Look, at least we got the tooth.
How could it have possibly been worse, Jake? That was probably the worst case scenario.
If Jess didn't have her baseball skills, that raptor would have eaten all 3 of us.
Okay, well, that would have been a worser case scenario. See, we all came back with our heads. And we're one step closer to making the T-Rex growth serum.
Which is also a terrible idea.
Yet the raptor almost ate us, and it's half the size of a T-Rex.
Half? It's more like 3 times smaller than a T-Rex.
Yeah, actually, you guys are both wrong. Raptors are like 5 times smaller, especially the way I'm gonna build this thing. It is going to be massive. Have you ever seen like a skyscraper? That's how big my T-Rex is gonna be. But guys, what are we waiting for? The next one's even easier. It's just herbivore snot. Plus, I've been tracking my good old pal Bubba all through the park.
I miss this, Bubba?
Hey, we're gonna get to see him and get his snot.
I will just be covering your back on the security cameras. I'm definitely not going.
No, I'm not going either. If Snot's involved, I'm out.
Hey, fine. I'll go see Bubba all by myself. I miss that little fella anyway. Now that we've already collected the raptor tooth, there are only 2 ingredients left I need to create a real-life T-Rex, or at least have this one grow up into an adult T-Rex. And one of those things is some dinosaur snot. Luckily, I'm gonna pay my old friend Bubba a visit, and I've been able to track him on my GPS tracker. He's somewhere around here. I just hope he remembers me. He is a herbivore, so he only eats leaves, but you don't want to startle a guy like Bubba. He could get a little angry. GPS tracker says he's right around here. There you are, Bubba! Ah, you never forget old PJ. Let me pick you up like the good old days. Good old days being literally like this morning. You've grown a lot in a day. Oh, you like a belly rub, don't you, Bubba? Okay, now I need your help. Exactly, Bubba. Well, it's sort of easy, actually. I just need you to sneeze, which is gonna be kind of gross. I'm gonna take this dandelion and tickle your nose. Isn't that right, Bubba? Oh, Bubba. Guys, I think it's working. Oh, Bubba. Don't sneeze in my face. That's disgusting! Bubba! At least I got the sample. Okay, I just need to get this snot back to the base, and then we've got 2 things.
Jake, come in. Jake, over.
Bigsy, it's PJ here. I got the snot. What's going on?
I'm actually back at the base right now looking at the security camera, and there seems to be a raptor coming in hot 3 kilometers away. You gotta get back here and fast.
Oh, no. Okay, on it, Bigsy. Bubba, sorry to cut our time short, but there's a big raptor coming, and you might want to get out of here. Here you go, buddy. With a very large raptor coming this way, I do not want to be out here. I'm sort of a sitting duck, and I've got nothing to defend myself. At least I've got Bubba's snot. So, with 2 things down, only 1 thing left. That is, if I make it home.
Just come on, just press the buttons in the opposite order. First pull the lever and then press the red button.
Oh, Phil, I don't think the buttons matter. This machine's not going to anti-age you. Jake just literally hatched a baby dinosaur in there.
I don't know, Papa Jake Tech's pretty good. It could anti-age me.
This is disgusting. I got the herbivore snot. Phil, what are you doing in the incubator?
I'm trying to use it as anti-aging. I want to go back to being a kid.
It speeds up time, so unless you want to become an old man, I would get out of there. What? Okay, well, the next mission I am definitely not going on alone. It requires a scale from a Spinosaurus.
Oh, well, I'm definitely not going on the mission.
No way!
Of course you're not, Phil. Great, I just have to do all of this by myself. Guys, do you want a T-Rex in this park or do you not?
No!
You don't understand how cool a T-Rex is gonna be when we get one in this park. Now, come on! It's gonna be easy. All we gotta do is creep up behind one of the Spinosauruses in the park. I've even got a brand new laser to laser the scale off. They won't even know that we're there.
Biggs, it's all on you.
Yeah, Biggs, you're gonna do so good. Bye!
What do you mean? I don't want to go with Jake. He always gets us in danger.
Don't worry, Bigsy, we got this.
Look, last time I was with you, you ate poo. So actually, maybe I will be with you because you're gonna get more danger. So if I go, then you won't get in danger. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll meet you outside.
Great, Bigsy, we'll meet you out there. Jess? It's only 1 more item, okay? Plus, if Biggs has brought back the T-Rex bones from when we found them in the dig site, then all we need is this scale. We'll have the T-Rex running around the park, and plus, with all the money that we're gonna make attracting new customers to our park, I could buy you a new Nintendo Switch too. You could play Pokemon.
Oh, will you buy me Pokemon as well?
Of course I will. Now come on, let's go catch ourselves a Spinosaurus scale.
Gotta catch them all.
Now that we've already gotten the raptor's tooth and the snot from Bubba, it's time for the last and arguably the hardest thing that we need.
Yeah, why did I have to come on this mission? And why does Phil always get to stay behind?
Because Phil is honestly terrible on missions, and plus, I need backup.
That's a Spinosaurus. And it's sleeping. I gotta tell Jake its location.
Look, we need to collect a Spinosaurus scale, and these things can be extremely aggressive. We've learned the hard way. And running this park now for as long as we have, I've started to realize that you do not want to be on the bad side of a Spinosaurus.
Whoa. Phil said he saw him sleeping. This is perfect. All we have to do is not wake him up.
Well, if he's
Exactly.
sleeping, we need to be quiet.
Shh, nobody sneeze, nobody yell. We sneak up on the Spinosaurus, and I use this laser device to quietly laser off one of his scales. It's gonna work perfectly.
Oh, Jake, come in.
Phil, what's going on? And also keep your voice down. We're close to the Spinosaurus.
Yeah, you're actually right on top of him. You should see him sleeping right through that woods clearing.
Wait, there. Phil's right. You can see him right there. You got this, guys. I'll be right here.
I think I might go with Biggs this time,
What?
actually.
No. I need your guys' help on backup. Oh, man. These things are so much bigger in real life than on the camera. It's massive. Okay, Just gotta be very quiet like a mouse. Take its scale and get out of here. It's right there. Okay, we're gonna go quiet and slow. Remember, if you're watching this at home, don't make any noise. And you know, I could probably use a little bit of extra luck. So if you wanna smack that like button, that would be a really great time to do that. Hey, come on. Easy. Don't wanna step on any branches. No sudden movements. Shh. He's snoring. Wow, it's just like horses. They sleep standing up. Do horses sleep standing up? You know what? Now's not the time for that question. I'll have to do research on that later. Here it is, guys. Spinosaurus. Now, I get close, use my laser. Take one of its scales off, and we'll be perfectly fine. Okay. Shh. Lullaby, sleep tight. Don't wake up and eat me. Those are really big teeth. They would be horrible to be eaten by. I would love one as a necklace, and I could do more research with it. Wait, no. Now's not the time for research. Now is the time for getting the scale. No, shh. Go back to sleep. Hey there, buddy, there. Nobody's here. Nothing to worry about. Okay, I've loosened it up. Time to grab the scale. Come on. I got it. I got the scale. Perfect. I did it. I got the scale. Phil, quiet. Oh, no, Phil, what did you do? Okay guys, welcome to the Papa Jake lab, where I've got all my science tools to do every science experiment I possibly could want. And today's science experiment is probably the most important. We're gonna be using the 4 ingredients to create the cure so that my baby T-Rex can grow to the size that it deserves to grow to, which is super large.
Yeah, which I still think is a really terrible idea.
It is not a terrible idea, Jess, and all we have to do now is make sure that he eats his medicine. And to do that, I've got this teeny tiny steak. It's literally like the size of him. And I'm gonna inject the medicine inside the steak. And to make the medicine, we've got all 4 of the ingredients. The scale from the Spinosaurus, the tooth from the T-Rex, the snot from our herbivore, and this. This is a piece of the T-Rex fossil that we found, and inside it, there's bone marrow. We're gonna use that as the T-Rex DNA. First things first, let's start with the snot. I've just gotta make sure that this is, well, more liquidy. There we go. Mix it up. Now we've got purified dino snot. Ew. Okay, onto the tooth. This I'm gonna have to add some powder to break up the enamel. That's the stuff that you have to brush
So you don't get cavities.
Exactly. However, this raptor has definitely had a few cavities, and that is what's gonna work for our cure.
Jake, you have lots of cavities. Why couldn't we have just used your teeth?
Because I'm not a raptor. There, just like that. Now all that powder should break up the tooth, which means it'll be perfect to use in our concoction. Now let's grab our scales. Let's just crush them up. That's probably the best thing. Okay, now that the Spinosaurus scale is all grinded up, we can add it to the really gross dino snot.
How did it get so sparkly?
That's a Spinosaurus. They're very red.
Do you think it's spicy?
No, it's definitely not spicy, and also I would not want to eat this. Now that we've got most of the ingredients ready, we've just got to add the bone marrow to the tooth, and that is inside our fossil. All right, guys, once we've broken through the fossil, there is some prehistoric bone marrow inside. Ew, that's disgusting.
Oh, gross.
Okay, let's add this to our little concoction. Don't need too much, just a little.
Is it okay with all the bones still in there?
Yeah, it'll be fine. Perfect. Now we mix them together, and we've got ourselves the cure that we need so my T-Rex can grow big and strong, and it could never go wrong. Oh, Jess, it might be going wrong. Nope, that's exactly what we wanted to do. Perfect.
It smells so bad. Ew.
Oh, it doesn't smell bad, Jess. It smells like the cure. Now, we just gotta put some inside this mini steak. I think that should be enough. Now we'll find a spot in the park to release Chompy, and then let him grow. It should take probably about 4 weeks, maybe 6, but then he'll be a fully grown T-Rex.
You didn't say anything about releasing him. You just said you were gonna make him bigger.
We can't keep a fully grown T-Rex in the house. Come on, Jess. Okay, Mr. Chomp Chomp, now it's time for me to let you go in the park. Oh, I know you're hungry, buddy. Don't worry. That's why I've got this juicy steak. Yeah, you want that steak, Mr. Chomp Chomp? You gotta eat it so you can get big and strong. And guys, once he eats this, it should only take a couple of weeks, maybe 4 max, before he grows to be full-sized. Here you go, buddy. Yeah, careful. Gentle, Mr. Chomp Chomp. Gotta be very gentle. Yeah, there you go. All right, now we can leave him and let him be. Mr. Chomp Chomp's gonna grow to be a full-size T-Rex. This is gonna be amazing. I gotta go tell Biggs and Jess. I just fed the baby T-Rex. And if my calculations are correct, in 3 weeks, it should be a full-grown T-Rex. Jake? What, is there a bug on my face? No, behind you. That was a lot quicker than 3 weeks. Run!